All right, so the first thing you want to do is head over to aistudio.google.com. It's free, so there are no excuses. In my last video, we used Gemini 3 to design a $5,000 looking page in like 30 to 60 seconds. And while that is a cool flex, the reality is that a Figma looking website doesn't pay bills. So I listened to your comments, and in today's video, I'm going to show you the most important part, which is how you go from a prompt in Google AI Studio to a fully deployed Gemini 3 driven website in just a few minutes. And all of this, of course, with a real URL you can send to your clients or leads to check out. So if you're running an AI automation agency, or you're building AI products, or even fulfilling on AI services, here's your live asset, your website completely wired up and ready to test and go live. But before I show you the whole process step by step, if you don't know who I am, I'm Dennis Rhomays. I run Netzo AI, an AI communications platform designed to help agencies build and deploy AI voice agents in minutes. Currently powering over 1 million calls a month, and if you're interested, all information in the description. So first things first, what can actually Google AI Studio with the help of Gemini 3 Pro Preview actually do? Let me give you some context. So AI Studio is the fastest way to build AI-first apps. You describe what you want, and it will completely build a full front end with the help of Gemini 3. Now, one thing to keep in mind is that Gemini 3 is not the only option out there. There have been some other kids around the block for a lot longer. For example, take a look at Lovable or V0 from Vercel themselves, and so many other options. And from a model perspective, also beyond Gemini, can use Opus 4.5, the latest model, which is fantastic, especially for backend, and many others. And just to give an example of how powerful Gemini 3 is with the help of Google AI Studio, let me show you what I've built for my own company, Netzo AI. All right, and here we go. So as you can see, this is a fully deployed, not prototype, but an actual funnel that I built for my own company, Netzo AI. You can see here the URL, try.netzo.ai. If you want to give it a try and see it for yourself, feel free to give it a spin. Now you can see like all the header elements. You see this is floating. We see some animations when I hover, and all the copy. Of course, I helped to tweak it, but primarily the way this was created, for example, this graphic, I gave it some screenshots of the UI of our software, and it kind of adapted it to make it look slick like this. You can see also here, there's a hover effect about like how it works. You also hear the different integrations that we have. You can see like lights up with the logo's colors when we're hovering it, the unique selling points, all with amazing color schemes. Same thing here for the trust section. You can see like trusted by industry giants, a testimonial wheel here with a scrolling animation that when you hover it, it will pause so you can read it and keep going. And then even our own web widget where you can have a conversation with an AI voice agent right on the page. I can even click it, we'll run the script in the SDK.
Hi, this is Netzo. Who do I have the pleasure to be speaking with today?
Hey Netzo, this is Dennis. How's it going?
Hey, Dennis, it's going pretty good. Thanks for asking. How about you? What's going on in your world today?
Yeah, all good. Just chilling.
That's awesome, Dennis. So, what's got you interested in voice AI? Are you exploring it for your business or something else?
All right. And as you can see, it's fully working. It's running JavaScript, and even our pricing table, where then an FAQ section, where if you click it here, well, it will send you to the second page that I also built with Gemini. And you can see, most importantly, it sends the parameters so I can properly track all the signups on the back end. Now, if that was not enough, I even built in webhook trigger that it will send all the information when someone signs up. We'll send all the information to our backend and, of course, pass through the data points. So this is all doable with simply Gemini, so AI Studio from Google, and then hosting this on Vercel. So let me show you how I did it and what tools you actually need to make this happen. So here are the things that you need. First, you'll need a Google AI Studio account, right? This is where you will, of course, prompt everything, build the front end, build all the functionality, and essentially build the main website. Now for hosting, you do have the option to host it directly with Google, with Google Cloud, although I don't really recommend it because if you're a beginner, it's a little bit complicated. As an alternative, you can download all the code and host it on a repository on GitHub. So you would need a GitHub account and then deploy it on Vercel's infrastructure, which is, well, let's be honest, a lot more user-friendly. So in this video, I'm going to cover the latter one, which is one that I feel that it will benefit you the most, and it's super quick. Now, first things, of course, you'll head into your Google AI Studio project. Let me go in. There we go. So as you can see here, I have all the preview with all the elements. If I click them, same thing as I showed you in the main page that is already hosted, but this is not hosted, right? What is the first thing that you want to do? Well, first things first, here on the top corner, you want to make sure that you save to GitHub, okay? So you can just click on it, and the first thing is it will prompt you to connect your GitHub account. If you don't have one, well, just go to GitHub or search GitHub, create a free account. It's totally free. You don't need to pay a dime. Then it will allow you to connect it. And once you have it connected, you can just click Stage and commit all changes. Since I already did that and I don't want to mess up this live project, I will do this on the example landing page that I built on the previous video. And now I can click to Save to GitHub. It's already connected. I will give it a name, Dental landing page. Can give it a description. I'll give it the same. And make it private so that no one else can access it. And now you will create a GitHub repository. Give it a couple seconds. There we go. Now it's asking you, hey, do you want to commit? Yes, you do. So initial commit, stage and commit all changes. Boom, there we go. You just saved your project, which is now this example landing page, on your GitHub. So let's access it from GitHub. As you can see here, this is one of my GitHub accounts. I see here one of the latest dental landing page, the one that I just committed or that I just saved. So click on it. This is a new repository. You can see like all the data here. All right, so let's load up Vercel. As you can see here, this is one of my Vercel's accounts. Can now click Add New Project, right? And since I already connected my GitHub account, you can see it's reading from my repositories here. But if you haven't yet, just make sure that here, instead of this, you'll see Connect GitHub, follow the steps, and you'll see something identical. Just click Import. Now, couple things. The framework preset will be Vite. That is totally fine. Keep it as is. Now, here, you could just click Deploy, but the odds are it will not work. So let me show you what will happen if I just click Deploy, and if it doesn't work, how we can fix it. And there we go. You might notice something strange. This should show a preview of my website. It should look like this. But I'm seeing a white screen. This is what most people face when they're trying to deploy from Google AI Studio and launch it on Vercel. Let me show you how you can fix it. First things first, make sure that you have the file saved. So of course, while it's already on your GitHub, if you want to work on it locally, you can always click here to download the app and all elements that come with it. Now, next up, just open up ChatGPT, and then once you're there, click here, Codex, okay? This will open up a page like this. This is kind of like the programming model or version from ChatGPT if you're not familiar with what it is. And essentially, what we want to do is make sure that we connect the right GitHub repository. This is the one. It's main. I just want one version. And if this is not set up for you, just head over here, Codex settings, and make sure to connect your GitHub. Alternatively, you can always like upload manually all the files, although it's not really the best way to do it. Then paste this. I created this app in AI Studio by Google with Gemini, but when I load it in Vercel, it gives me a black screen. Actually, should I rather say white screen? I wanted to adjust all the code so it solves the white screen and allows me to deploy it successfully with Vercel. And now all we got to do is really run it. So let's do it. If you want to see what Codex is doing, just click on it. And you see now it's like spinning up a container. It will start to go over all the code. Okay. So you can see here, it deleted a couple things here, also deleted a couple things here, added more stuff here. And so now, essentially, if I close the logs, we can create a PR, okay? So let's click it. And what it means is it will send a request to GitHub to see if we allow them or if we approve the new code. And click View PR. You can see here, scroll down, merge pull request. Let's merge it, confirm, and done. So now what I want to do is I want to head over to Vercel. I want to create a new project. Let's use, again, dental landing page, import. Now, a couple things to keep in mind. One is, first of all, if I go to the code, here it's telling us clearly, install dependencies, npm install. Okay, so we need to go here, click on build output settings, and here install command, turn it on, and click and type npm install. Okay, and essentially, here in the environment variables, we also want to make sure to get Gemini API key. And now go to your Google AI Studio and get the API key. Now click deploy. And let's see if it runs this time. And there we go. So as you can see, it's already here. Let's click continue to dashboard. And now you can click visit and boom, we have a working website. It's live. This is the link or this is the current domain associated with it. Of course, if you want to add your custom domain, you can just go here, click domains and then add your domain. Okay, you can add a domain or a subdomain, up to you, and follow the prompt. And that is it. Went from building a website or a web app using Google AI Studio all the way to fully deploy it using Vercel's infrastructure. We saved all the code on GitHub, which is kind of like the Google Drive for code. And we just used Codex to help convert the output from Gemini or Google AI Studio into a format that Vercel would accept it. Well, I hope you found this video useful. As always, make sure to smash that like button and subscribe because that really helps the channel. I'll catch you on the next one. Peace.